So guys, here what I'm going to do, I'm going to configure Update Manager within vSphere 5.5. So within 5.5, in order to configure Update Manager, first of all, let's look at our environment. Our environment is that I have this machine that is VS1, it has a vSphere client, and it is also a vCenter as well. How do you verify if this is a vCenter? So you need to go to Start All Programs, and in VMware, if it shows you all these components, it means it's a vCenter. If in this it only shows you vSphere client, it means that it's not a vCenter. So guys, at this point you should be able to verify which one is vCenter, which one is not. Now, in this case, I am connected to my vCenter. My vCenter has 3 ESXi hosts, 1, 2, and 3. They are all in a cluster. And right here, I have my ESXi host, ESXi1, ESXi2, ESXi3, and here I have OpenFiler storage. Now, in order to install Update Manager, which is a vSphere Update Manager tool, VUM, that is used to update the environment, VMware environment, all I need to do is I need to mount the vCenter CD on my ESXi host, on my vCenter. So I mounted this CD on vCenter, and then all you need to do is to go to, it automatically pops up. So here the screen, on screen it shows the CD is mounted, and as soon as the CD is mounted, you would run the setup, and within this there is this component called vSphere Update Manager. It used to be called in previous version, it was called VMware Update Manager. Now it is called vSphere Update Manager. If you need to remember, you can remember it by, it is WSUS in Windows, or in SCCM it's Software Update Point. Here it is called vSphere Update Manager. The difference is that this vSphere Update Manager only updates VMware components. It doesn't update anything else. It only updates VMware components. Guys, previous versions, VMware Update Manager used to update Windows Server as well. But then, starting with version 5 and above, now it stopped updating Windows or non-VMware products. It only updates VMware. So guys, as soon as I do this, as soon as you run this, so if you're following me, you can start the installation. You can start the installation on your vCenter. Even if it is not properly configured, you will still be able to install it. So here, it is just running this component, yes. Yes, mount the CD and just run vSphere Update Manager, and all you need to do, vCenter, yes, and you need to click next and next, and it says download updates from default source immediately after installation. So this is like, as soon as you select this option, it will automatically go to VMware Update Servers and download all patches. It is selected by default. So as soon as you go there, here it's saying that it needs your vCenter username and password. Guys, at this point, remember, this needs your SSO username and password. So here, I'm going to log in with SSO account, which is your administrator account. And this is my vCenter IP address. So if it is different, it is your IP address on your machine. And this is SSO account. So SSO account and password. And as soon as you move next, it will connect to vCenter. Because without this, it won't be able to install the plugin. So first thing, it is installing the plugin in your environment. So plugin is installed, and here it is asking, so as we discussed, VUM creates its own database. So we'll be using the same server as VUM database. If you have external SQL server, you can select the second option, but we are not selecting the second option. We're just going with on the same server. It just shows you your vCenter and the default ports, and next shows you the location. It is saying that free space on the selected drive is less than 120 GB. So it's giving you this warning. It is just a warning. This username is your administrator at vSphere.local. So it's just a warning, guys, that the space it needs is more than 120 GB because it will download all updates. But since this is just a warning, I'm just gonna go with this. Yes, just click next. Use the vSphere IP. It is administrator at vSphere.local. Yes, this is the IP address of your vCenter. Yes, same. You're not changing it. So while it is installing, I'm going to pause the recording. Now, guys, as soon as this is installed, so VMware vSphere Update Manager is installed, it will be finished. Now, one thing that we need to do, you need to have internet on this machine. So for that, I'm going to enable my bridged network card on this. If you do not have a bridged card, add a bridged card on this because this will go to internet and download the updates. Now, once it is installed, your vCenter CD work is done. You don't need to do anything. Now, all you need to do is go to the plugins within this. You need to go to the plugins. Okay, because since it has made some changes, I need to disconnect vCenter and reconnect one more time. So here, just close it and reconnect again. I think that's my IP address. Yes. And then here it is vSphere.local. So I'm in logging into first legacy client. Yes, VUM doesn't work with web client, guys. Yes. Maybe in version 6, not in this version. So log into the legacy client. So once it is installed, we're gonna log into legacy client. Within legacy client, our first stop is go to plugins, plugin manager, and within plugin manager, you just open plugin manager, and here you will see vSphere Update Manager. Now, as soon as you go to plugin and you open vSphere, and here, right here, it will give you a link, download and install the plugin. Now this plugin, you won't see this plugin if the setup was not run before this. So you can go to plugin, go to vSphere Update Manager, and then download the plugin. It's just a very quick process. Uh, it runs another setup. So let's see, it is all done, and here it gives you this screen. It gives you this screen, and here you need to run this. And this setup is running now, installing vSphere Update client on this server with this vCenter. Now, as soon as you would accept the setup, you would go next and next. Again, it's a very quick setup. It will be finished. So it is finished now. You need to close Plugin Manager. Once you close Plugin Manager and you go down on your home screen, you would see Update Manager right here. So again, go to plugin, and then within manage plugin, you would see VMware vSphere Update Manager. Right beside this, you would see download and install. And within download and install, it runs this package and will run the client, install the client on this one. And next step is to